Hello, students of 11th Science. I am Rinke sir, and today we are going to study about chapter number 2, units and measurement. Okay, we will be starting with the basics of physics. Okay, first we'll start about the prefixes that we can use for the power of the 10. Just for example, 1 centimeter that is equal to 0.01 meter. That means 1 centimeter equal to 10 raised to minus 2 meters. So for 10 raised to minus 2, we are writing centi, just like this. 10 raised to minus 2 meter equal to 1 centimeter. So for 10 raised to minus 2, okay, I can write down this is 1 into 10 raised to minus 2. So for 10 raised to minus 2, I had used symbol C. That is the prefix. Okay, I'm using it before M. Right? So we will study today about the prefixes. Okay, but first let me explain you about the power. If it is written 10 raised to minus 7, this means that 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, see, I'm shifting the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, clear? So that is 10 raised to minus 7. If it is 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 2, clear? Then this will be equal to 0.035. See, it's 10 raised to minus, so I'm shifting the point 1, 2. Clear? This can be written in this way. When I am removing the power, I am shifting the point on this side. But if it is 0.00789, clear? Then I want to write it down 7.89 into 10 raised to. So which number I will use? How many points I shifted? See, 1, 2, 3. So it will be minus 3. Clear? This is 7.89 into 10 raised to minus 3. But if it is like this way, 78925. Clear? And if I want to write it down in this way, 7.8925 into 10 raised to dash, then see how I have shifted the point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be into 10 raised to plus 4. Okay? Clear? So I'm giving you some questions for that. 3758 is equal to 37.5 into 10 raised to, okay, box. Okay, you have to fill it down. Clear? Second, 5893 is equal to 0.00593 into blank. Okay, 1000 equal to 1 into 10 raised. Don't write down 1 into 1000. You write down 10 raised to what? Okay, in all the boxes, you have to fill like 10 raised to x, like this way. Okay, see here you made the number smaller, so the power will be negative. Here you made the number smaller, so the power would be negative. Here you made the number smaller, okay, so the sorry, my mistake. Here you made the number smaller, so the power will be positive. Made the number smaller, power would be positive. Made the number smaller, power would be positive. But if it is like this, 38.972. If I'm writing 38972 into dash, okay, then 10 raised to the power here you made the number bigger. So the power will be negative. Okay, so these are the four questions that I am giving you in a homework. Okay, so solve it. Clear? So just note down this question. Then we will move on the table. Okay, remember you have to write down the answer in the form of 10 raised to dash. Okay, now see multiples. If it is 10 or 10 raised to, then DA deca. Deca. Okay, so I can write it down 10 meter as 1 decameter. Right? I'm also writing the example 10 meter equal to 1 DAM. It's not dam, you can't pronounce it like dam, decameter. 10 raised to 2, that is hecto, H. Like if it is 100 meter, this will be 10 raised to 2 meter, this will be 1 HM, that is 1 hectometer. Same way, 10 raised to 3 means 1000 kilo K. See, when you're writing like 5 kg, right? K is a prefix. Remember, K is the prefix, right? The unit is gram, right? And K is prefix. So now new unit becomes kg. Okay, so 5 kg that is equal to 5. K means 10 raised to 3 gram. So this will be equal to 5000 gram. Okay, clear? Same way 10 raised to 6 mega M, right? The memory that you are using in your phone, right? Storage capacity, right? If you are having a video of 300 MB, that means that is 300 into 10 raised to 6 byte, right? If I'm removing M, that is mega. Okay, MB means megabyte. Same way, GB, that is G for giga, that is 10 raised to 9. Okay, so 1 GB that is equal to 10 raised to 9 byte. Okay, 10 raised to 15, sorry, 10 raised to 12 tera T. Okay, you might have heard that people are using external hard disk of 1 TB, right? That is 1 terabyte. That is 10 raised to 12. 10 raised to 15 peta P. 10 raised to 18 exa E. Now remember that all this symbol from here, they are capital. Okay, these all prefixes are in capital. All the other prefixes you will see here as well as here are in small. Okay, clear? This K is in small, not capital. Okay. Next, submultiples means in decimals, right? 0.001, that is 10 raised to minus 3. So like this, 10 raised to minus 1 deci, 10 raised to plus 1 deca, 10 raised to minus 1 deci. So if it is 0.1 meter, I can write it down 10 raised to minus 1 meter, or 1 instead of 10 raised to minus 1, I can use D. T for deci. 10 raised to minus 2 centimeter, right? Everyone know that 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. Reverse, 1 centimeter equal to 0.01 meter. See, instead of centi, I'm using what is 1 centi, 10 raised to minus 2. And what is 10 raised to minus 2? See, 1, 2. Minus 2, so I have to shift 2 points. 0.01. See, 1 and 2 meter, right? So that is centimeter. 10 raised to minus 3, milli. 10 raised to minus 6, micro. minus 9 nano, and minus 12 pico, p minus 15 femto. See, we are also using one general term like FM, Fermi meter. That is also minus 15. We will study that later on. So 10 raised to minus 15 femto F, 10 raised to minus 18 atto, and that is A, right? But remember, these are the symbols that you will be using frequently. Okay, these are the symbols that you will be using frequently. Okay, now on the basis of this symbol, you will be asked some conversion. Okay, first just go through this table and note down this whole table. Okay, now what type of conversion can be asked? The conversion can be asked like 1 micrometer equal to dash megameter. Okay, 1 micrometer equal to dash megameter. So now you have to find out the answer. Okay, so what I will do, I will assume my answer as x. So what is my aim? To find out the x. Put x on this side. 1 micrometer upon 1 megameter. Right? I'm taking mm. So we have one I can write down everywhere. So what is 1 micrometer? Micro means 10 raised to minus 6 and mega means 10 raised to plus 6. Okay, numerator has unit meter, denominator has unit meter. Okay, when you shift the denominator to numerator, same base. See, the base is same 10. So what will happen when you shift this to numerator? Its sign will change. It is positive, so it will be negative. So this will be equal to 10 raised to minus 6 minus 6. It's plus 6, when it goes to numerator, it will be minus 6. So x is equal to 10 raised to minus 12. Okay, clear? So this type of conversions can be asked. Clear? So just note down this. Then I am giving you few extra questions as homework. Now I am giving you some extra one. Okay, that will be equal to, I am writing first 1 millimeter equal to dash. Okay, second 1 nanometer equal to dash atometer. Okay, third one 1 TB means terabyte equal to dash millibyte MB. See, it's small m, it's not capital M. Okay, it's not megabyte, it's millibyte. Okay, so I'm giving you these three questions as conversions. Okay, so just note down this question and solve it later on. Okay, so the next is some common practical units. Okay, means these are very common and you will be using. One Fermi, we discussed earlier, right? 1 FM. Sorry, it's not 1 Fermi meter, it's 1 Fermi. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Okay, See, 1 Fermi is equal to 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Okay, we had also studied earlier that when it is 10 raised to minus 15, the suffix was femto. Okay, that Fm, that is femtometer. And here it is 1 Fermi. Okay, here Fm means 1 Fermi. Okay, however, the value of both is same. 1 angstrom. Okay, 1 angstrom is 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Okay, generally when you are dealing with wavelength or very small distances, at that time you will use 1 angstrom. There is one more thing, 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer, 1 nm, that is 10 raised to minus 9. So dealing with the wavelength, we are using mostly nanometer and angstrom. What is wavelength? If you consider light as a form of a wave, this is a wave, then the distance covered by one wave. So from here to here, this distance is wavelength. Okay, the wavelength, visible light has a wavelength of 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. Okay, some book it also represent it's 4000 to 7500 or 8000 angstrom. Okay, so this was about wavelength. Okay, 1 micron, that is equivalent to 1 micrometer. Okay, 1 micron, that is equal to or same as we can say 1 micrometer, that is 10 raised to minus 6 meter. These are the commonly used practical units. Okay, now practical units for measuring large distance. Okay, the large distance like distance between Earth and Sun, distance between two far planets, far stars. Okay, so for that we will use this unit light year. Okay, 1 light year, we are using this symbol Ly. That is 9.467 into 10 raised to minus 15 meter. Okay, but for calculation wise, for numerical, you can take 9.5 into 10 raised to 15 meter. It's not minus, it's plus 15. Okay, so for calculation in numerical, that is your textual numericals, you will use round figure 9.5 into 10 raised to 15. Now, what is 1 light year? Okay, 1 light year is the distance covered by light in 1 year. What is the speed of light? C, that is speed of light 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second or 3 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer per second, means 3 lakh kilometer per second. Light is traveling at a speed of 3 lakh kilometer per second, means in 1 second it is covering a distance of 3 lakh kilometer, right? So with that speed, just imagine how far it would reach by the time period of 1 year. Okay, and that distance is called light year. 9.5 into 10 raised to 15 meter. That is 1 light year. You might have studied this unit in standard 10, right? Our galaxy, our solar system, okay, where it is located in our galaxy, it's not in the center, right? In our galaxy Milky Way, solar system is not located in the center. It's located 30,000 light year away from the center, right? So that at that time you might have listened the word about light year. So what is light year? Distance covered by light in 1 year. Astronomical unit. Okay, one astronomical unit, that is, okay, let me erase this first. 1 AU, that is equal to 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, now what is this astronomical unit? Astronomical unit is the average distance between Sun and Earth, that is 1.496 of 10 raised to 11 meter. Sometimes it is possible that in numerical there is a question related to distance between sun and earth. You have to find out something else. This value may not be given. Then you have to remember that the average distance between sun and earth is 1 AU, that is 1.496 into 10 raised to 11. Now, why we are using the word average distance? Because the distance between earth and sun, that is not fixed. Okay, you might have studied in standard 10 that the orbitals are orbits in which planets are rotating, they are elliptical, right? Kepler's law. So this is the orbit in which earth is rotating and sun is located at one of the two foci. This is sun, this is earth. So when it comes in this way, the sun, earth come closer. When it moves in this way, earth goes far. Right? So this is the average distance between earth and sun. Okay? Okay. And the last, one parsec. One parsec is equal to 3.08 into 10 raised to 16, or 3.26 light year. It is the largest practical unit we are using in astronomy. Okay, now what is one parsec? Let's say this is Earth and this is Sun. So this distance, that is 1 AU, one astronomical unit. Now, if you are making this angle, then this will be angle theta, right? If I'm reducing this, the angle increases. When I'm extending this angle decreases, right? So as you move far away, see, initially it was as you move far away, far away, far away, the angle decreases, decreases, and decreases. Okay, when this angle become 1 second, okay, when this angle become 1 second, okay, then this distance is called one parsec. Okay, now 1 second, that is a new term for you, right? 1 second, here 1 second is not time. Okay, it is angle. Okay, means 1 degree. Okay, when you are dividing 1 degree by 60, you will get 1 minute. This is equal to 1 minute. Okay, so 1 degree, you are using protractor, right? You can see that 1 degree is a very small angle. Divide it by 60 parts, then one part of it is 1 minute. Again, divide it by 60, then that is 1 second. Or else I can write it down 1 degree divided by 3600. Clear? So make 60 parts of 1 degree. The smallest part is 1 minute. Again, make 60 parts. So you can imagine this is a very, very, very small angle, right? So what is one parsec? Okay, it is the distance. Okay, the distance, this is one parsec when an arc of one astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 second. Okay, that is one parsec, the distance when uh, distance of one astronomical unit subtends an angle of 1 second, then this distance is one parsec. Okay, clear? So this was about one parsec. So these were the larger unit that we are using to calculate the larger distance. These were the practical, common practical unit. This is the practical units for measuring larger distance. Okay, students. So that's it for today. Okay, we'll continue further in the next video. Thank you.